Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dian Amita Purnamasari, and I'm here to presenting my internship report at Digital Marketing Division of Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia. The background of this report was the rapid development in science and technology today requires us to try not to be left behind. According to data based on the results of the population census in 2020, taken from Badan Pusat Statistik, it shows that Indonesia has population with a productive age of 70.72% of the total population. So that Indonesia has high competitiveness between productive age. This competitiveness also makes people of productive age very competitive in the competition to enter the world of work. There are many ways that can be done to prepare for competing by involving ourselves to do useful things that can increase our experiences and train ourselves in both hard and soft skills, challenge and exploring ourselves and take every opportunity that exists. And the purpose of the report is first to fulfill one of the requirements to obtain a Bachelor of Management degree and to learn and understanding the marketing aspects of the Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia that are in accordance with the consensus taken by the practitioner. And the objective is first to gain experience in the real world of work regarding the digital marketing and promotion process. 2. To gain experience attending division meetings. 3. To train to be responsible in dealing with problems that exist in the real world of work. 4. To gain experience and knowledge in managing budgeting in digital marketing. 5. To train practitioners in making monthly reports on what has been done and used as evaluation material. 6. To gain knowledge about creating copywriting for upcoming campaigns. And 7. To train practitioners in editing campaign content for social media in the form of videos and content related to webinars or live broadcast schedules. And the function of internship is 1. For know and learn about the world of work directly. 2. Practitioners gain experience and knowledge in managing budgeting in marketing through digital media. 3. To gain experience and knowledge in making copywriting. And 4. To train a sense of responsibility and mentally in working for real. And the company profile. The name of the company is Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia, and my position in division is digital marketing. The address of the company in Tanjung Duren Timur 6, nomor 2A, Kelurahan Tanjung Duren Selatan, Kecamatan Grogol, Petamburan, Jakarta Barat, DKI Jakarta. The email of the company is generasibantuindonesia@gmail.com and the website is www.bantu.id. The internship time period is 67 days and the work date Monday till Friday, and the hour is 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. and I'm work from home. The company history is Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia or Bantu is an online platform for sharing, raising funds and donation in the form of money or goods, where the money or goods collected will be given to the target donation. Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia was founded on June 15th, 2020 with Mr. Handri as founder and CEO of the Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia and Mr. Ratna Veronica as CEO founder and chair of the Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia. Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia is a non-profit organization that focuses on social activities such as economic empowerment, improving human life, and preserving the environment and animals. In addition, Bantu is a social movement that combines hashtag Teman Bantu with foundations, orphanage, nursing homes, orphanages, and communities that need help. The structure, organizational structures in Bantu is the top is founder and CEO, and CEO, founder, and head of the Bantu.id. And there are three divisions: first, accounting, marketing, and HRD. And accounting has finance, and marketing has digital marketing and operational. Companies' digital activities. First, products. Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia or Bantu offers products that are divided into three categories, namely, first, hashtag bagi barang, two, hashtag bagi dana, and three, hashtag bagi zakat. And the price, Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia or Bantu sets a price for its consumers, which is a minimum of 10,000 rupiah for each donation. Donation payments can be made in various ways, namely through GoPay, Dana, ShopeePay, or transfer via BCA. The place, Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia or Bantu office is located at Tanjung Duren Timur 6, nomor 2A, Desa Tanjung Duren Selatan, Kecamatan Grogol, Petamburan, Jakarta Barat, DKI Jakarta. Bantu is an online platform. The donors just need to open the website and make payments through a digital wallet. And the promotion is, in this case, Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia carries out promotion on social media such as TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram in the form of sentences, slogans, and invitations about the ongoing fundraising program on the Bantu page. People. The company places people in the position according to their respective abilities and expertise. Human resource or employees who work at Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia are required to always be friendly, have a good attitude, so that every work process can be carried out optimally and consistently. The division in Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia, namely accounting, marketing, and HRD. The process. Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia has standard operating procedures for employees when working with clients. In addition, the company also maintains consistency in carrying out promotional activities in the order to reach customers quickly. The process of cooperation between Bantu and the client, which starts from negotiating the campaign to be run, surveying the location, discussing the target, determining the time of the campaign, and handing over the donation to the recipient of the donation. And the physical evidence. The evidence shown by Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia is in the form of upload of donation to recipients of donation and various documentation when conducting surveys. My job description in this internship is first to checking the funding obtained from the campaign on Bantu, which is carried out every working day, Monday till Friday. 2. Attending the digital marketing division meeting, which is held once every 2 weeks. 3. Make monthly report on what has been done and used as evaluation material. 4. Creating copywriting for upcoming campaigns. And 5. To create and edit campaign content for social media in the form of videos and content regarding webinars or live broadcasts. First, checking the funding obtained from the campaign on Bantu, which is carried out every working day, Monday till Friday. Funding checking at Bantu is included in digital marketing, especially in the funding section. Practitioners check funding on Facebook Business Suite or Facebook at Yayasan Generasi Bantu Indonesia. The practitioners checks how much money is made with each click on the Bantu campaign. Then the practitioners inputs the data into a daily report that has been made by Bantu in the form of a Google document link, where the link can only be accessed by certain employees. 2. Attending the digital marketing division meeting, which is held once every 2 weeks. The agenda for the meeting, which is held every 2 weeks, discuss the progress made by employees, including interns. The report discussed at the meeting were weekly and monthly reports on sales of advertising campaigns, evaluation, and discussions of what will be done in the next week to expand marketing. 3. Creating copywriting for upcoming campaigns. Practitioners get the task of making PowerPoint and copywriting caption for campaign advertisements in Bantu that will run. Furthermore, the practitioners is assigned to provide up-to-date information and make interesting caption and choose the right hashtags so that the content can be seen by many people and the person follows the action created. And create and edit campaign content for social media in the form of videos and content regarding webinars or live broadcasts. The practitioners get the task of creating campaign content that will be uploaded on social media in the form of TikTok. In content creation, the practicants' task is to edit videos that have been made by the team in question and upload them on TikTok. Apart from editing videos, a practicant also creates content for webinar and video schedules in the form of a collection of photos from documentation owned by the company. The content is what helps to disseminate information widely to potential donors. And make monthly reports on what has been done and used as evaluation material. Practitioners and other colleagues make reports in the form of any progress that the data entry and digital marketing admin division has been working on. The report will be discussed in a meeting which is held once every 2 weeks. After discussing the report, practitioners and the other Zoom participants get tasks that must be accomplished in the following week. Problem faced during internship. First, at the beginning of the internship period, practitioners had difficulty accessing the Facebook business suite used by the company, and two, practitioners find it hard when doing the task of checking and adding up incoming funds through campaign advertisement. 3. The practitioner has difficulty making sentences for the ad campaign that will run for during the internship period, which coincide with lecture activities, and the practitioner's condition is not good because of infected with the COVID-19 virus. So it is difficult for the practitioners to divide this time. Practitioners find it hard in editing videos that will be uploaded on TikTok because of the short duration. And how to overcome the obstacles. First, practitioners find out how to use the features on the homepage and how to access the site on Google and ask for help from mentors. 2. The practitioners provide information about obstacles in checking incoming funds to the practitioners' mentor and submit suggestions for inputting data 2 days after the campaign advertisement runs. 3. Practitioners study the file provided by mentors on copywriting and search for more on Google and YouTube. 4. Practitioners are allowed to hold classes in advance even during office hours. The practitioners makes a list of tasks and work assignments so that it can assist the practitioners in determining which tasks or jobs can be done first. 5. Practitioners watching video tutorials and summarizing the main information to be uploaded before editing videos or content. The conclusion of this internship is first to gain a broader insight and knowledge about the world of work and marketing management that can improve the ability and practical skill in preparation for entering the world of work. 2. To gain very useful experience and knowledge about the marketing process of companies that focus on social activities and knowing how to promote the company. 3. To get the opportunity to improve the practitioner's ability to operate editing application, make copywriting, and find solutions so that the practitioners know more about marketing, especially in the field of digital marketing. And the suggestions first for university for help students in the process of recruitment and giving as much as information for internship, and cooperation with companies for recommendation for students so that students are helped in finding internships. And for Yayasan Generasi Bantu, first for the company to make more detailed internship plans for students so that internships are more organized. Two, to companies so involve interns in direct social activities. And for practitioners, look for information about company vacancies that accept internship programs and find out in advance information about the company to make work easier later. Two, students should learn more about the field of work they get so as to help facilitate the work of the company. And three, students should take advantage of the internship. Thank you.